got stuff.
We're on air. Welcome to Vaping on the Dusk's fill-in technical difficulties show. Google is having some severe weather problems today, so today Luke and I are here just chatting with you guys in chat, and I'm so sorry we had other problems. Luke, how are you?
Yes, not bad.
Good, I'm glad.
I am waiting for the delay to see if this plays. I'm hoping it does.
Yeah, I do too.
Otherwise, it is just a YouTube thing, and the weather's just gonna mess everybody's stuff up today.
Yeah, I know it's disappointing as heck. I'm going to send out a little notice on Instagram telling people, hey, come see us. Please come see us. Actually, I don't have time to. So, what we've been doing, we had Mega Evil Mushroom and Blaine and Dan Snaith in the chat. Thank you. And I guess I'll record a little video for Instagram. I'm going to record a little video from the front thing.
The show is on.
Hey, everybody. But there's not enough free space on my phone, so I won't be doing that.
The show has started, but the actual show on YouTube still has not caught up. So I believe.
Wow, it hasn't buffered yet? Well, it will.
Hasn't done. Oh, there we go. It's buffering.
Are you watching the channel? I haven't seen it yet, but it's having some trouble. There, it finally came on. There we are.
Yeah.
Dude. It's crazy sauce.
No, it's doing it juicy.
It's lagging.
Yeah. It just buffered once, but it was only for a couple of seconds. No, I froze. It's dead.
That's great.
I think it's dead.
Well, I am sorely disappointed that we tried 3 times to get a show going today. 4 times actually, but one was off air, and we just weren't able to do it. The internet is just not cooperating. So the only other option would be for us just to record one, and the whole point is to do it live. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do this show again. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Yes, we do have you, Polo. I'm glad to see you. It's super good. I'm super frustrated. You know what I am going to do, though? I'm going to freaking vape this DIY you and I just made, my friend. Right here, baby. This is the chocolate grow nuts by Wayne Walker.
If anybody, I know it is buffering, or let me just type it, it'll be easier. If anybody from the chat wants to come in, just pop in your email in the chat and we'll just invite you into the Hangout.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be fine.
And then if it carries on having issues, we can just go off air and just chat in the Hangout.
Invite Jeremy and Blaine.
Yeah, it is YouTube. YouTube's down. It is super buffering
Man, I hope
again.
I hope I got the address right. Hey, Dustin. Everyone, we're having technical difficulties, and we're just having a Hangout show. If you want to come on the show, just give us your email address, and I'll invite you through Google Hangouts.
I hope nobody's trying to upload reviews today, because I don't think it's going to happen.
Well, it will if you upload them. It's just a live show. It's going to be...
I don't know.
Vape coffee coming.
It might slow it down a bit.
Let's see if we can get... hold on.
Oh, there you go. 2 other people, Dustin and Evil Mushroom Man. And Polo as well. Michaela. I don't know how many that is. Obviously, we can only have 10.
Right.
Once people start popping in the room's full, that'll be it.
So if you guys check your email, you'll see invites. All right. So here it is. It's partially wicked. Partially dropped. I want more dropping.
I'm wondering if I can just, because we're moderators, can't we just post the Hangout link in the chat?
Yeah, but you don't want to do that, do you?
I don't know. Once the room's full, the room's full.
Well, it's not that. It's that you don't want it to be sitting there in chat. Yep. I can paste it in. You guys can try to click that.
Well, I can click it. I don't know if they can. It allows me to.
Well, I mean, nobody understands how Hangouts work. You know, it's like Hangouts is not as easy as like Skype. People think it works like Skype, but it doesn't. Google is married to their fucking, hiding that they're using web apps. And so it's tough. All right, 200 watts. Yeah, don't call us. Click on the link. Yeah, that should work. That'll open this window. So Luke, what do you got going on? We were gonna just be doing DIY, and then our plans got annihilated.
Yeah, that's going to have to wait another 2 weeks now as well.
What do you want to do next week? Hi, Michaela.
Hi, how are you?
Some guests, I guess.
We're better when our broadcasts work.
Yeah.
Awesome.
YouTube is just at it.
Yep. Jesus Christ. I don't think people realize that it's a pain in the ass to invite 1,000 people who are all asking at once.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
Okay. So, yeah, what a bitter disappointment. Were you guys going to be excited about doing DIY?
I was excited just to watch and learn, right? So when I actually get, everything set up and I can start doing DIY, I have a little bit more knowledge. But, shit happens. It's all good. You guys tried. It's not like fucking you guys didn't try or anything.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, those things are really easy to set up. It's just that when the internet doesn't work, you're boned. And there's a lot of failure points that can happen along the way, and they weren't happening here. So
yeah, I mean, technical difficulties, they happen. Shit happens.
Hey, Mark, I'm guessing that's not a photograph of you, your avatar there. So yeah.
I just like hanging out with the chat and seeing what everyone's up to and all that kind of shit. This is like my Saturday morning ritual.
Yeah, I'm so disappointed our show didn't go. So let's make an internet.
Hi,
Yeah.
hi, baby.
I don't have enough fucking free space on my phone to do any broadcasting. Oh, we can hear you.
Ready? Oh,
Hello?
what are you doing then?
We can't understand what you're saying.
Doing it? No. Did you have a good sleep?
Oh, he's not
That's
talking to us.
good.
Oh, ding. Okay. Did Vape and Coffee get his thing?
Oh. And at least you guys are still trying. I mean, Skeletor's waiting too.
I sent him a email.
So I was talking to him afterwards because before you guys cut this, when you guys cut the thing, it kicked me out of chat too. So I started talking to him and seeing what the hell's going on.
Well, that is actually this is a great time to do that. Hey, Jeremy. So
What's up?
How's it going?
we're just being disappointed that our freaking broadcast died. Didn't work the way we wanted. So we're just throwing in the towel.
Hey, it happens. It happens.
Shit,
Hey,
whatever.
see, we're live somewhere? Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Word!
Yeah, we're live.
Yeah.
It's still buffering and freezing and.
Yeah, it's still doing all the same nonsense, but at least we get to hang out. So whatever. It doesn't matter to me whether this makes it on the live page or not. So yeah, I was so excited. I totally got. This to me is one of the greatest $27 I ever spent in my entire life. Like this is one of the just $27 has already saved me hundreds of dollars. I love it.
Damn, I paid way more than that for my scale when I bought it for doing ammo. It's the most precise scale that I've ever had, though.
Yeah, it's really important. It's important to have a good scale. Very important. And when you're doing DIY, if you don't use a scale, did anybody else join? Let me see if I can shorten this link so they can see it. This whole thing has been such a cluster.
So, everybody in the southeast region, beware of a Jassy. He has been proven a skimmer.
Who?
His name is Benjamin. There was a post put on WTF Vapors by Jose Navas.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, he's in the Central Florida area, but he's guys throughout the southeast region. Apparently, he was supposedly hit by a car, and while he was in the process of quote unquote saving his wife and child, and then hard up for juice, blah blah blah. A week later, he's bragging about how he's sponsored and doesn't have to pay for shit.
Fuck.
Wow, that's the least surprising thing I've heard all week. All right. Yeah, pretty much. So, yeah, that's bad. What's the guy's name again? You cut out when you were saying his name.
Benjamin Brasi, B-R-A-S-I.
Okay.
You might want to check the Orbital Facebook page. I removed him from WTF and Vaping Coast to Coast.
I will. I will check that.
Before I forget, I had to email Adam.
Yeah.
So, do you guys have any questions about your DIY and stuff? By the way, since we're here, oh, there's Dan. Hey, Dan, you're muted, by the way. Here, in case you're talking.
No, I still haven't picked up the rest of my DIY supplies yet. So as soon as I pick that up, it'll be on.
What are you missing?
Like Donkey Kong.
What are you missing?
Pretty much everything. I've got nicotine. I've got my scales. I've got bottles. I need to pick up VG and flavoring.
Yeah,
but,
you're only missing bluetooth and flavor. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, but well, I got some bottles. I'll end up using the scale instead of syringes. However, Wizard Labs is literally a 5-minute drive from my house. So all I have to do is call up the owner, Jonathan, and say, "Hey, Mr. Wizard, I'll be there in like 20 minutes."
Yeah, that's good because I like Wizard Labs, I like My Freedom Smokes, and I like Nude Nicotine. Those are the three that I like.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, those 2 out of the 3 Larry uses. He uses what is it? The East Smoke Online or something like that, and then Wizard Labs as well. It's so convenient that Wizard Labs is here right down the street. I mean, you've got 3 little suburbs that are connected to each other on the north side of Orlando. You've got Castleberry, Altamont Springs, and Longwood. I live in Castleberry. Larry lives in Longwood, and Wizard Labs is in Altamont Springs.
Oh my!
So it's all right there.
Is there any kind of like mixture for like nicotine I'm looking for, like PG based or whatever? Because all the nicotine I've looked at, that one website that I sent you a while ago, I can get nicotine in PG or VG based. Does it really make that much of a difference, or
Get a
what?
VG based.
You don't. I mean, the thing is, this is an interesting question. There is no one answer to this. I mean,
That's true.
many people like to use 100% PG. Many people like to use 100% VG. Many people, like myself, use 50-50. And the reason to pick one or the other has to do with two things. One, you may want what's called a quote max VG flavor, and you can only get quote max VG end quote by using pure VG Nick. But don't forget that max VG does not mean 100% VG. No matter what anyone tells you, when they write like for example, this bottle, which I won't identify, says max VG. You tell me if that's 100% VG.
Yeah, no.
Fuck no, it's not. I know it's not. And so the point
stuff.
is that max VG only is VG up to the point where the flavors start. So I'll give you an example. This is 91.9. So this is 91% VG, 9% PG.
I would consider that a max VG.
Well, it is. I mean, technically, it is. That's what max VG is. Well, that's what I'm saying. Is that max VG literally means only not adding extra VG besides PG besides the flavors. It does not mean 100% VG like some people think.
Right.
Some people think max VG. They write max VG and they're like, oh my god, it's all VG. No, that's not what that means.
No.
I have plenty of max VG juices that are 50-50 and that are very bad. But so in your case, you have to decide for yourself. If you're a beginner, I recommend going 50-50 or using PG and then moving to VG later. And the only reason I say that is that it's easier to use. Do you see the 50-50 here actually moves in the bottle?
Yeah.
Well, that's a big deal when you're at the bottom of the bottle and you need the rest of your 100% VG Nick. And you have to sit there and let it get to, you have to sit there and let it get to room temperature and then pour it out. And it's like, so it's only convenient. What Jeremy said was right. If you can stand using 100% VG, definitely do it. I mean, if you can do that, then definitely do it because it comes out superior, I believe, in the end. But it's honestly with some flavors. Some flavors you need 70-30. Like I'll give you a good example. That formula that Luke made today, that needs to be 70-30. You can't make that at 80-20 and it tastes good. And the reason
Just like Frida.
Yeah, that's right. And in fact, I was looking at Frida last night, going, this is also 70-30.
It has to be.
Yeah, and I was like, it has to be because it has a complex taste. And that's the lesson here is that the PG is what carries the flavor. And if you have all VG, those are the most difficult flavors to make and be good because 100% VG flavors that are actually good are rare because it takes an eternity to steep into VG because VG does not carry flavor well.
Okay.
There's a long answer.
Yeah, it's yeah. Okay,
get a little 125 ml bottle of 100% VG and see if you can stand it.
Yeah.
And the next time, order something thinner. Move up from there. Whatever. You'll be all right.
Yeah, I was just wondering if it made a huge difference or not, because we were talking the last time we talked about it. You were like, don't even bother about really getting the PG, just worry about the VG. So I was thinking maybe if I get the nicotine and PG, there's my PG right there, type of thing.
It's possible. You might do better just getting a tiny half-liter of this.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I just knocked over all the DIY I made on my desk.
Oh no.
No.
Wall.
Hey,
this is why I use table mats. See?
Fair enough.
I use mats on my table for this exact reason.
Hey, I've got my cutwood mat right here on top of my desk on my little hideaway keyboard thing. I've got both of my Glock mats from back in the day, so yeah, I'm pretty well covered.
Oh my
and
God,
then on top of that, I've got this motherfucker right here that I use during reviews because we have a habit of knocking shit over.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, I just fucking wasted so much e-liquid. Oh my God, that's funny. Well, that's the reason we DIY because we're not crying over this. It cost me $4.
instead of 30.
Yeah.
Because y'all
And it's
were
even-
making like 100 milliliters, right?
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, totally. It would be more than that even. I'm gonna have to like do some serious cleaning here while you guys chat. But that's an incredibly good question, Blaine. It looks like Shane says he buys his VG with Nick. Yeah. Wait.
Where are we broadcasting live to?
YouTube.
Oh, okay. Hi, YouTube.
The thing is though, it's just that today is just kind of a toss-in, kind of like New Year's, because YouTube is acting like a bitch today. So I don't have any hope that the episode 16 is going to go up. We're just going to do it again.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think that would be cool. Wait till the storms, because Chicago's down and somewhere in South Carolina's down as well.
Yeah, and you guys couldn't hear us during the show at all. Like the whole time, we were sitting here going, "Yep, we just got to do it again." Yeah, it looks like it just, whatever.
Right.
Hey, Vaping Coffee, how are you, buddy?
Vaping Coffee.
What's up,
Doing
man?
good.
Yeah,
Wait,
coffee freak like us. Yes.
just so you guys know that we're actually are live on YouTube right now. So, we were saying the whole time you guys were watching my face go. We were sitting here saying the whole time, like, oh, well, we were mixing the stuff and talking and saying, I just don't think they see us, like.
Yeah.
And then you sent me that text message, Skeletor, and I said, oh, Skeletor, he just sent me a text message explaining what's up. And then you asked me like 20 minutes later. I was like, oh, yeah, he can't see me. Like, he has no idea that I got his message. Because, of course, you didn't see me. I was like, oh, Skeletor, thanks. And then I was like, why did I just say that? Like, he doesn't any idea.
Hey,
Google
I still think the meme that I sent you was even better.
The meme one? Yeah, that was funny. That was really funny. I just hope I can recover from this on Instagram. My reputation will be shot.
Oh, no, it's not going to be shot, trust me.
Nah.
Oh, I'm just kidding. I don't
Are you
actually
kidding?
feel that way.
You've been hitting 250 new followers a day for the last week. I don't want to hear it.
It's actually 100 a day.
Okay, whatever.
Oh,
Well, 130 or so, something like that. It's really good.
It took you, what, 5 days to jump from
2,000 to 3, from 5,000 to 6,000.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what's
So 200
interesting
a day.
also. I'll tell you what's interesting too is that it takes the difference between 4,500 followers and 6,000 followers is that I now get more likes than my average likes a week ago on one picture within an hour.
Congratulations.
Well, I mean, that's not an achievement. I'm just saying, I'm just explaining that I didn't realize that that's the difference between 4,500 and 6,000 is that you get likes way faster. I don't know why. Maybe I'm tagging correctly.
Well, I think it's got to do with the content as well, because like we discussed on Kevin Skipper, when we had Kevin Skipper on Vaping Coast to Coast, when I posted that we were having Kevin Skipper on, I got like 25 likes on those two posts, but the post directly before those two and the post directly after those two tripled that. So
people don't like on live broadcast notices very much, and they don't like on advocacy very much.
Which is a shame.
Yeah. I don't really care if they like it. What I wish they would do is care, but that's what you're saying too, I think.
Yeah, like I said to Skeletor a couple nights ago, like it's the way I feel about it is you're either with us or you're against us. Really, that's how I see it. If you're not doing anything to advocate, you're just as bad as the people saying that vaping is bad.
Exactly.
Yep, 2016, the year of advocacy. We went over that again last night. I mean, it's just so imperative.
By the way, last night's show was very fun. I wish this show were fun like that.
Well, all the shit started last night because Matt was having trouble. Well, I think Matt's more was the internet issues.
Oh yeah. Well, he also had no power.
My phone there for a minute.
His phone was dying, and he had bad reception. So it's like he got double boned. Poor guy.
Yeah, right. Well, at least it wasn't today where the snowstorms are knocking out half of Google's routing stations.
Yeah, you guys are getting like snowstorms like we normally do.
Well, you figure they should have done like regional research on weather and how much, what type of interference they get from the weather. At that point, with a multi-billion-dollar company like Google, you figure they'd be able to have some kind of protocol and check for that.
Oh well, they do. They're in the middle of doing it right now.
They're writing it right now. Actually, they're like, oh shit.
But they have redundancy
The
and all that.
stations are down.
And they have redundancy and all that. And the thing is, the service isn't down. It's just slowed down to a crawl. Like, it's working.
Oh, yeah.
It's just working shitty. So that's their fallback.
And I think it's got a lot to do with the fact that with the snowstorms, people are holed up in their houses. They had a story on News Channel 13 this morning that said that the rise in bandwidth usage for social media over the course of the last couple of days has quintupled.
Right? That makes good sense.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, if you can't go out in the weather, you got something to do.
Yeah,
Well,
totally.
It's not like guys like me aren't surgically attached to their phone to begin with.
Right, I know, me too.
My wife threatens me with a scalpel every morning. Am I going to have to use this?
Cut it off your hand.
Yep.
I have to actually rinse this bottle off because it's so soaked in liquid.
Yeah, I'm the same way with my
It's like,
computer.
this stuff is water soluble, so sometimes all you can do is wipe it off with water and rinse it.
Oh, but check it out. I got a new vape bag. I'm so fucking happy.
I want to see it.
Yeah,
What'd you
let me go get it real quick. It was actually a hand-me-down. Train Horn, a.k.a. I think his YouTube is Sean2006. Sean Orr on the YouTube. He forgot his phone here last night when he left after the show, and he comes back to pick it up, and he hands me this bag. Let me go get it. It's fucking badass.
Nice.
So now I can finally vape now that I've cleaned up that juice. This isn't 200 actual watts, but it is very impressive that they're not using PWM. I mean, it's cool.
How is it so far that you've liked it? Like,
Fucking love it. It does not do stainless steel as well as Joytech or Smock.
okay,
Fact of life.
yeah.
And the 510 is a little bit, I mean, I'm a nitpicker. So when you ask me a question like that, you're going to get a list of little things. But here's the answer. The answer is it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, well, that's
when I'm
why I ask you questions like that, because I know you're a nitpicker, and I know I'm going to get all the little things as well as the big things, if there is any big things.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my first vape bag that I had was actually my old tack bag. It's a backpack. It's got the conceal pocket and shit like that. It's got a bunch of pockets, holds a lot of stuff, but it was just awkward for me to be able to get into while I'm standing around. I don't want to take it off because it's a pain in the ass. So I've been looking at these, I call them man purses, because they're shoulder slings.
I have a huge selection of man bags and purses and all that shit. Huge. I collect backpacks and bags.
I do too. I have
I love
like 1,000 of them. My wife
me too.
looks at me and goes, "You're looking at another bag or a backpack?" Yeah, honey, I am. I love them.
Well, I have one question for your wife. What do you collect? Because everyone collects something.
She actually, now that I think about it, really doesn't collect. Well, she collects bandanas because she wears bandanas.
Boom. And so, boom.
Exactly. But I don't rag on her because when her bandanas get old, I steal them and use them for vape rags.
I hear ya.
But yeah, it's got this is like a little shoulder sling. It's got an extra drawstring pocket that I can put my mod of choice that I'm using in. It's got all kinds of molly, and the best part of it is it's got the conceal pocket in the back. Because anybody that knows me knows that I am a big Second Amendment advocate and am a concealed weapons card holder and all that. So it's like, okay, yeah. And it was, I guess I like the backpack, but if I have to get to the concealed pocket, this is definitely easier. It's more of a safety issue.
Packs are not a good, whatever. When you're talking about handguns, it's like the packs are not the best place to keep them. So my favorite thing is my little Manhattan bags. I have started to realize that I'm going to have to get like a real vape bag here pretty soon because of all the little parts and stuff I carry around. Right now, I keep all of my tools in this bag, which is an incredibly cool Japanese folio. And then I keep larger stuff in a larger version of this. So I just throw these in a bag and carry them around. But I really need one bag I can throw this stuff in because it's...
Yeah, usually with my mods, I keep it with me. I have a little pouch that I got from I think the place was called Pipe Dreams. It holds glass.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, it's
color.
padded. Yeah.
Yeah, it's padded on the inside. And Juicy, check this out, my favorite part. It's got green all on the inside.
Oh, I want that.
But
I have
it's
to have
got
that now that I
little-
see that it's green.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
got a little front pouch in the front that you can put like cotton and wire and shit in. Of course, my little T-Rex licensed to bear licensed to carry small arms. My T-Rex. But no, on the inside.
Small arms, right? I forgot about that. I love that joke.
On the inside, it's got two little pockets right here where my middle finger is. My middle fingers. There's two small pockets that either a glass juice bottle or a tube mod or something will fit perfectly in. And then it's got the zipper portion over on this side that I can put like any box mod or anything in there.
That's cool.
And it zips up and it's all cushy and protected.
I want one that's got like 7, like elastic things big enough to hold these with a pocket.
Coil Master.
Mods. And I want another one that has a little place to put the atomizers with the stands. That would be so nice.
Yeah. Well, I found
it's
a
got
new
quite a
trick
bit of
for
stuff on the
atomizers,
site.
and it even fits my 30mm Buddha.
Ooh, nice.
Are you ready for this? This is the trick that I found actually 2 days ago. And I actually didn't come up with the trick. Sean did. My little Bad Drips bottle. So basically any
Pill bottle?
any medium-sized pill bottle, you can actually see my 30mm Buddhas in there right now.
Oh, I may try that.
And if you put some paper towels at the bottom, it'll hold an RDA for you. It won't leak or anything
Yeah, totally.
like that.
I put paper towels at the bottom of my little makeup rack and stick RDAs in it.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. That's a great idea. See, there's a tip for everybody out there is, and this is something I always advocate too, is go to the makeup counter at Target or the makeup center and then look around. You're going to find all kinds of stuff. This came from the makeup center and it has rubber feet and I put all my atomizers in it on stands and carry them around.
Mm-hmm.
And
Sweet.
they have like trays. Like I have a huge tray sitting on my desk right here. That's one of those big acrylic makeup trays with boxes and everything. I just put stuff in there.
Both fellas from ODB use those to hold their mods and shit like that in the Miller reviews. If you look on the table in front of them while they're filming, Travis has his stand right in front.
Yeah.
You can tell it's one of those acrylic makeup trays, and he actually bought one for Josh for Christmas this year.
Yep.
Which it's funny. I was talking to my wife about it the other day because she picked up a new makeup tray from the thrift store. She found it for like 50 cents. And I'm like, ooh, I need one of those. She goes, "You're going to put makeup on now, really?"
Yeah. And that's a really important. This is actually a great tip to tell everybody is that if you need stuff for your vaping, come on, focus. If you need stuff for your vaping, don't hesitate to go and buy stuff from wherever. Use it from all over the place. Like I went to Bed Bath & Beyond, and if you look at my Instagram is full of pictures with colored backgrounds, and I went to Bed Bath & Beyond and bought 6 double-colored placemats. I have purple, orange, yellow, black, and white, and I just turn them over every day, and I take new pictures. And so my Instagram doesn't look the same every day.
There you go.
And that's one of the things I do, and that's like a cheap. They were like $3 a piece, and I also got these, which are my favorite things. Silicone is one of my favorite things for vaping, and this is just a silicone mat.
Oh,
And
that's nice.
Slick on one side so it doesn't slip, and the other side has a little texture so you can roll stuff around on it. And I just lay this down and I build on it and stuff. It's really nice. And when you spill, no
I
problem.
used to have a set of those actually that I used to use when I was powder coating projectiles for different type of different caliber weapons, but you could put that mat underneath where you were powder coating with the projectiles. You slide, you take it off the mat, you slide it into the oven, and then you take that mat, you roll it up, and you can just funnel it right back into the powder coat bottle, and you didn't waste any, and it doesn't stick to it. It's great.
We also bought some thicker ones on Amazon. These are like 1 mil thick, and I cut these up myself. So I use this one actually is for repairing guitars. I stick it underneath stuff, and then I pry or whatever, and I don't scratch guitars. But I also use this just to put mods on. And like when I charge my DNA 200, I set it on here on the counter and it doesn't scratch. But these are and you cannot burn this. You cannot destroy this with fire. So
Nope.
that's what's great. You can bake this. So
Yeah.
I love
would do that
silicone.
sometimes, yeah.
I mean,
if
I
it needed to be
use my
cleaned off, I'd throw it in the oven with the projectiles, and all you got to do is make it wave, and it'll pop everything off and be clean.
Yeah.
What were you trying to say, Blaine?
Oh, I use my old Magic the Gathering mats, play mats.
Yeah, those are great. In fact, I was doing Magic the Gathering yesterday, sorting cards. They have a bunch of old ones.
Oh,
I should have taken some pictures so I could show you.
yeah.
If
There were so
anybody
many
knows
good
how to
ones.
play Pokemon, let me know. My 8-year-old's dying to learn.
Ha ha ha. I don't think your 8-year-old's going to have any trouble learning how to play Pokemon, buddy. Probably less
Well,
trouble
yeah.
than you.
I watched a YouTube video on it, and I was sitting there scratching my head like a monkey in front of a math problem. But the good thing was so was he.
If you want complex, go look at the rules for Magic. That's complex.
You know what's funny though is I'd probably pick that up a little easier because it's more based at the teenage to adult level as opposed to young child to young adult.
Yeah, I mean it's all very similar for Pokemon. I mean, I haven't played Pokemon cards in like years, but that's what got me into Magic was Pokemon cards.
Yeah, it was funny. He just one day woke up and he's like, Pokemon! And then ever since then, it's been absolutely ape shit. My wife and I look at each other going, where did Pokemon come from? I mean, it literally was an overnight thing. He woke up and he wanted to watch Pokemon on Netflix, so he's been watching all of them since it has all of them.
Amazing.
I don't get it. When I was his age, I was playing baseball and basketball and Nintendo.
Nintendo.
The regular Nintendo. I quit playing video games after the Super Nintendo.
So
They
I'm
just
trying
got-
to, sorry to interrupt you, but I'm trying to get Christina Vapes on the show here. And just
You
to
want-
test.
You want me to resend her the link? I've been talking to her on Instagram.
No, I'll send her the link.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I still play video games and I still love them, but I also still collect a whole lot of like little action figures from the games and stuff like that.
Oh, dude, hey, let me turn
Polo
my
65, totally. Polo 65 is saying that he everything he looks like. He's like, is that useful for vaping? That's awesome.
There's Skeletor up there. I got 2 green haired trolls right here. I got my minion collection right here. I mean,
Oh fuck! Now I gotta go bring out mine. Let's go bring out mine.
but all my
What are we doing? Are we showing off our collection?
Yeah, Masters action figures have been passed down to my son.
Hey, Vape Coffee Vape. I don't know if you know this, but you're muted. I have a question for you, by the way. This is the first time I've seen you live. You're one of our Facebook buddies. Hello,
Yeah, buddy.
by the way.
Hi.
Did we meet on Facebook or on Instagram? Remind me.
My Vaporium, you sent me a link to the
Aha!
DIY.
That was it.
Uh,
That was it. Vape and Coffee Vape. Right. Thank you.
And I got pretty much everything on your links and whipped my first batch up earlier this week.
Let me see it.
Awesome.
Wiggle it in front of the
Well,
screen.
that's it right here. It's
Perfect.
my French vanilla cappuccino with a little bit of caramel in there.
Oh,
Yeah, tastes good. I like it a lot.
that's awesome. Where'd you get the recipe?
My brain. And looking a lot on eliquidrecipes.com to see what percentages people are using of those flavors.
Isn't that important? And you notice that some people are all over the map too. You really have to read through and go like, most people use 4. Like some guy will go like, use 10%, man. And you're like, okay.
I'm a big research nut, so I went through a bunch of different recipes that were using them and kind of seeing how they were using them in conjunction with other flavors. So
He's a Googler. Yeah, exactly. I love
Turned
e-liquid
out well.
recipes. That resource is so handy and nice, I think.
I had never seen until you sent me that video somebody using a scale, so thank you because it pushed me over the edge to finally do it. And man, it's
I
awesome.
really believe in
Super
doing it by
easy.
weight. I really believe in doing it by weight. I learned that on Reddit. And like I said, I never started by doing it by volume. And so that was the old way. And the weight way is so easy and has no cleanup at all. It's like throw bottles in the fridge, put bottles away, you're done. And then vape. And then with
Yep.
the volumetric way, you're always cleaning lab apparatus. You're cleaning syringes and you're cleaning, whatever. I guess Luke must be having a family morning here. I think Luke is bitterly disappointed that our show ended up being completely Googled out.
Did you say bitterly disappointed?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he when you guys actually ended up buffering and pausing and had those faces, he did have a look of disdain on his face.
I know, he was not happy. He's
Neither,
I'm a little dark, aren't I?
pissed off or very sad about everything.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so
totally.
frustrating. So frustrating. It's like with my usual problems that I have on the Friday shows with internet. It's like the internet will be working perfect during the pre-show. I'll have no issues, and it seems like right now I'm having no issues. But here comes 9:30 every Friday night. All of a sudden, I'm fucking Mr. Roboto and Max Headroom and shit.
I don't know. Yeah, no. There's no justice in there for anyone, unfortunately. I can't figure out why. But it is nice to know that I'm very flattered and very happy that you like that video, Luke. I think that the DIY thing, the reason I sat down and made that video was because it took me a long time to figure out how to spend the least amount of money and do it by weight. And that's what I did.
It was really nice having all the links right there. That was awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. You're welcome. That's what I did. I was just like, man, because I spent like all this time analyzing. Like I went through every starter pack from every single site that offered it, and I did a spreadsheet that showed how much you're paying per milliliter of all the stuff. And I was like, no way. So I realized that I only really had to order from 3 places. From flavors, and I used Bowl City Vapor, or you could just go to my Freedom Smokes, but Bowl City Vapor had a better selection. And then I got my nicotine, because I always have it on sale, and then I got my supplies from Amazon, and that was really the easiest thing. And the kits, to me, are not a good value, because they're all volumetric. Like, you know what I should do is I should make a kit with a scale. Buy the scale, make the kit, and sell it out of my house. And then just have a one-link click, like for $100. I think my total outlay was like $117 the first.
I'd buy it in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea, because people don't even know what scale to use, and they don't know what to do, but they know what a syringe looks like. You know, I mean, you need a syringe, but
So is
you
that
don't
going
need.
to be like $117 Canadian?
Yeah, 117 Canadian. Are you kidding? That's like $300 here.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you where the best place to get a scale would be.
I really like the one you
Amazon.
linked in his
Did you see my video, Michaela? The link is right in the video.
Oh, I think I've watched it a couple times. I'll have to go back.
It's in the description. I said in the video, the link to everything is in the description. And this scale, this Amazon scale, the link is in the description. It's $27, and it comes with the calibration weights. Do not be tempted to buy the 2 higher capacity scales, because they do not come with the free calibration weights.
Yeah, I liked that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that's why I ended up getting the scale.
How do you feel this year? I love it. I got that scale in the advice of DIY or Die, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I don't DIY, but I mean, I've watched your videos numerous times just so I learn a little something new every single time I watch them.
I love it. Most of DIY is getting used to making a flavor that you like. So you kind of pick one and then go with it. The best thing is to pick something simple and just get the ingredients and start and go, okay, you know, like Vape and Coffee Vape did. He started out with like some idea of what he wanted. How many flavors did you buy? VCV, by the way.
I bought altogether, I think, 8 or 10 flavors, but that was for me and my wife.
So that wasn't huge. So he probably picked out a couple of flavors, got the stuff he needed for those, and then worked on that, and he ended up liking it. That's good. And then from there, you start branching out and doing other flavors and having more ingredients. And then, you know, like he's saying, you go in and you start looking at like, well, like I started thinking I need to make a milk base. So I started researching kind of how to do that, and now I'm making a flavorless milk base, and I'm going to start adding stuff to later, because after I've done some experiments with my resting bitch face, it's so good, I'm going to try to make it in different flavors.
Nice.
I love the name.
I need to send this link to Christina again real quick. Oh, let me try sending it to her this way. Hangouts can be very irritating.
Agreed.
Yeah. But yeah, for my little collection, though, I have my Illidan and my Ajani.
How cute.
Yeah, and then I have my Ezio from Assassin's Creed,
Nice.
and then I have Kratos, the ones I can bring out. Kratos from God of War.
God of War, I love that. That is one game I got into on the PS3 was the original God of War.
Oh, I've played all of them, and I've beaten all of them, and I still play all of them. It's
I like those
ridiculous.
too.
Yeah, so, sorry, off track, derailment, that's what I do.
Yeah, I love the scale. The scale is $27, and if you look at my channel, there's a video called DIY E-Liquid for Beginners, and that has a link to everything you need. I really love the scale.
Nice.
I'm a big fan of it. And you know what I've done? I've started buying just plastic unicorns from China, and they come on Amazon, and they're fast, and it's just, I bought 25 of them or something, and you can get any color lid you want, and all of my lids are green. This is my trademark color.
Yeah, you and your green, you and Skeletor.
Hey.
Oh,
Ain't
so
nothing wrong
it looks
with
like
that.
Luke has to go here pretty soon. So
Yeah, I
what
see
we're
that.
probably going to do is, since this is such a punt, we're going to just end the broadcast and keep chatting. So
Okay.
all of you guys out there in internet land, I love you, and then next week we're going to do this correctly. And so thank you for tuning in. You guys here in the chat, in the video thing, don't leave yet. And I love all of you guys out there. Luke is there too. Say goodbye, buddy. I know you're with your family.
Yeah.
Have a good day, Luke.
Hopefully, we'll be back to normal next week. No
Yeah.
problems if the weather
Yeah.
clears up and sorts itself out.
Yeah, it's been a bad Google week. So we're still here. We're gonna do this show again with more DIY, and we're gonna do another one anyway. And we have cool people coming up. Like I said, Christina Vapes is gonna come be our guest here pretty soon. I'm hoping Benjamin Ramalho from Home Tech comes. We're trying to get a bunch of other people, and we have a bunch of great stuff coming up. So we love you guys. Thank you, and we're gonna vape out. Everybody have a vape.
Yes.
Word.
Thank you
Dry.
again, and we are so sorry about all the technical difficulties.